Well, I too have struggled with GI issues over the years. I have something called Lynch syndrome. So, gut health is extremely important to me. And while gut health awareness has increased, it's led to a wellness trend that's inspired a host of questionable marketing and some false claims. Now, you've seen the word probiotic attached to all kinds of supplements, drinks, even more. They may claim to deliver the healthy microorganisms our gut needs for proper function, but all too often the promises are in fact too good to be true. Thankfully, I became aware of a company called Seed and their flagship product, the Daily Symbiotic. Seed's Daily Symbiotic offers 24 clinically researched strains of microorganisms in a single dose. These strains support gut health and can improve regularity and relieve bloating, sometimes within as little as 24 to 48 hours. To me, what really sets Seed's Daily Symbiotic apart is the delivery system. While some products may offer the right strains, they're fragile, they rarely survive the trip through the gut, doesn't get where it needs to go, but Seed uses a capsule in capsule design that helps ensure the probiotic reaches your colon, which is where they often are needed. I've been taking Seed's Daily Symbiotic, and I really encourage you to check out their story and the science behind what they do. To try it for yourself, just go to seed.com/Dr. Drew. Use code Dr. Drew 20 for 15% off your first month of Daily Symbiotic. That is SEED.com/Dr. Drew. Use code Dr. Drew 20.
Are you ready? Hey, everyone. It's a dose of Dr. Drew.
Here it is.
Look at those banners all over your head.
I know. Look at that. All our good stuff. And I don't see my eye wand.
Just
which
hold that thing up.
I'm so wedded to this thing. It's all I got to do to sterilize things, not just for COVID, but for everything else.
It's our sponsor, by the way.
No, I work for them.
Wand.
I work for them. And Susan and I are going to take a trip in the spring, and I'm all this and the halidine and all this stuff's coming with me. Trust me. Whenever I travel, I pack it all in.
So everybody's happy to be back on YouTube.
Yeah, I see
look
you guys.
That. Look, they're like, oh my God, look, we're back.
Yeah,
we're
and
back.
Tom Cigar was saying that Tom Green got hammered on YouTube. I don't know if he got something. Was he censored by YouTube? Yeah, we're here, but we kind of feel like two things. Oh, really, Tom Cigar? It's good to know. So,
what did he say?
He said that iWand is very popular with corporate folks he helps, which
that's
is
nice.
This thing is such a. When I met the CEO of the company, he goes, I want you to put one of these in your hand. Just let me send it to you. And I was like, all right.
Well, we have other good.
Oh my God.
We have the halidine, we have the seed, we have
Yeah.
Hydrolite. They're all still with us, and Blue Mike. So
all
hopefully,
right, that's this. So Richard, Fluvoxamine is working for me. I just did a live restream where I explained that I've been having
live Instagram live.
Sorry, live Instagram, where I've been having fogginess and sleep disturbance and mood change, not mood changes so much as personality changes and irritability. And I started on Fluvoxamine. I was convinced by Steve Kirsch and his data that it was probably a good idea. I talked to my doctor about it. We thought, well, at very least, we will learn something about Fluvoxamine and my effects on it. I took Fluvoxamine, and within 30 minutes, the ringing in my ear stopped. I could not believe it. I was shocked. Now, it has come back a bit since then, but for a while, it had stopped. I also felt mental clarity, a little more stamina, less sort of wiped out. I mean, I would wipe out with any mental activity or any activity. I feel I can do more activity. I feel like I can think more clearly. I have much more clarity and much more sort of, I'd say, stamina. So I've increased it to twice a day. I had a little sleep disturbance from it, so I've moved the second dose to mid-afternoon. But I've had what I would call a striking response to Fluvoxamine. I have. So you might want to talk to your doctor about that. Thank you, Molly. It's certainly a no harm, no foul. I feel no side effects whatsoever. The only thing I worry about is sort of becoming manicky or, a little too high from it or something, because that can happen with these medicines. But I don't really see anything that's normal. Again, I'm not using it for the antidepressant effects. I'm not using it for the SSRI effects. I'm using it for the sigma-1 agonist effects, which is a specific anti-inflammatory effect of really one or two antidepressants that are out there, namely Luvox and Prozac, those two. But Luvox has a much more powerful sigma-1 agonism, and I'm using it for the sigma-1 anti-inflammatory effects in my brain. So that is that. Zoloft is not good. The Zoloft has a weak sigma 1 effect, so it's not one I would choose for COVID. Now, if you have a mood, yes, Fluvoxamine, Trevor, was a large article in the LA Times, front page of the LA Times yesterday. Does gabapentin help with meth addiction? Yeah, it can be useful. It depends. I mean, the idea is to make, how do you make recovery possible with pharmacology? And you got to be very, very careful with that. So Susan wants to play a game. Now that we're back up on YouTube, she doesn't want to run afoul of YouTube ever again. And we will happily, by the way, those of you that may be reviewing us or any algorithms that can hear me, we will happily comply with your YouTube rules. Please tell us what they are.
Also, let's have a shout out to Instagram.
And shout out to Instagram Live, who's still following us here.
They're watching us too.
So Susan... Oh, Bill and Melinda Gates are testing Fluvoxamine now. That is very interesting. So, Susan, because...
Wait, hold on a second. I don't know why this is...
Because of...
But if you want to play the game, these are terms that
They haven't heard about the game yet.
Yeah, okay.
So, because the... Right. She wrote about it in the Restream, so that's where you guys saw it. But because she doesn't want to run afoul of YouTube anymore, should we ever need to just talk about therapeutics for COVID... I guess we're allowed to talk about Fluvoxamine. I don't even know if we're allowed to talk about that.
Well,
Kim, let me interrupt here.
That might have to be the F word.
Yeah, Kim, right.
Okay.
The F word.
We already gave it away. Okay, so that's now officially the F word.
The F word. And Kim, the lab you get from COVID, from Quest Diagnostic, is not nearly as complete as the Additix test. So you might want to proceed with trying to get that Additix score. So Susan has put together a glossary of words
Yes.
that stand in for words of medication that are not to be spoken on YouTube in case somebody
that
speaks
happen
them.
They get screwed up in the algorithm.
Apparently the algorithm picks them up.
Yeah.
So Susan...
We want to keep YouTube. Okay, we're trying.
Yeah,
but
see,
if
Susan...
you're on YouTube today,
I'm
don't
worried
write the word.
Yeah, the people are already writing them on YouTube.
Yeah, don't write them.
Please don't write them.
If you're on YouTube, don't write these words, okay?
Yeah.
And it's a pretty easy game. If you're on Facebook, Periscope, or Instagram
But
Live,
you can't actually say what they are.
If you're on Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, or Instagram Live, you can. But if you're on YouTube, you got to go over there if you want to play the game. Otherwise, just all you guys on the big YT, let's just keep you there and you can watch. We know you know these words. Okay.
And first, before you proceed with the glossary, that was someone on YouTube, on Instagram. My brain is not working that well yet. On Instagram was saying that she got palpitations coming off Klonopin, which can definitely happen.
So Drew's trying two platforms at the same time, so it kind of throws him sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are words we want to avoid or we pay. Okay, ready for the Pinsky Terminology Chart?
Well, don't you want them to guess them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but not if you're on the big YT. That's what I call it now.
Okay, you can't. Yeah, if you're on YT, you don't even write it. Don't even write it on the Restream. You have to go to Facebook or Twitch or Periscope.
Just don't play if you're on the big YT. You guys can just sit and watch because we know you guys like each other and you'll have fun later. But also don't write it among yourself. Okay, so here's the H word. Okay, it's one of the elephants in the room. It rhymes with I'm a foxy mannequin.
Okay, that's Susan's word.
So what H word rhymes with I'm a foxy mannequin?
Okay.
Anybody got it out there? Okay.
Somebody got it on Twitch.
All right, thank you, Twitch. Okay, can you guys see it? I'm gonna you win, Microfish. You were the first one. You got it. There you are. Okay, so that's I'm a foxy. That's the H word, or I'm a foxy mannequin.
And somebody's asking, but I'm going to have to interrupt you if you don't mind between the glossary words just to address some of the things that are flying by here. I take 50 milligrams twice a day of the Fluvoxamine. People are asking that. Secondly, Joe Giannotti got on here with some really crazy news, which is that Johnson & Johnson is now ready for emergency use authorization, which is huge. I believe in my heart that once they distribute, we will be in really good shape with vaccine distribution.
Okay, so just when I say the words, Drew, you have to repeat it to the Instagram people, unless you want to just tell them now to go.
The H word, well, I can't really say it to them.
Yeah, you can.
Because it'll go on YouTube.
You said it rhymes with I'm a foxy mannequin.
It rhymes with I'm a foxy mannequin. Okay, I see.
The H word.
Okay, the H word.
Okay, so guess what the Z word is? I know you guys know, but it rhymes with...
Z word?
We're now going to call it El Stinko.
Rhymes with El Stinko.
Okay, Dr. El Stinko.
If you haven't been on the Restream, you wouldn't, and haven't been watching the streaming shows. I'm not going to give this to Instagram because it doesn't make sense.
Okay, all right. Okay. Well, okay, but we're getting it out there. Okay.
And hang on.
Who got it? Who got it? Did anybody get it?
Yes.
Okay.
Several people.
Somebody called it the Zelensky special.
Zelensky. Susan, I can't tell you who it was because it zoomed by.
I know. I'm looking at J&J, baby. You guys might come up with better ones than I do.
The Johnson & Johnson vaccine isn't technically safer, but it's a more traditional vaccine, so people aren't worried about untoward effects. So
it's not zithromycin. Started with a Z.
They've said it.
There it is. Kev Dog got it.
It's a way up high. People have been getting it since you first said it.
Okay. All right. Kev Dog got it. There we go. Okay. So we have the I word. We're not going to say this if we can. I know it's going to slip out because it's impossible. It's a great thing in the world, but it rhymes with I'm Your Pectin.
Okay, the I word. Yes, Patrick, it is very Orwellian. Very. Florame, it's not rational. They got it. They got it.
The I word. Okay, the B word. It rhymes with bam, bam, la bam.
That's an easy one. That's the B word. That's the B word. There it is.
That's it.
Gossenkind 99. Got it.
Okay, we have one more. We have one more. Okay, the M word. Okay. See if anybody can guess it without
the M word. What's the
yes.
What's the rhyme?
It rhymes with Mom's Colonel Grampy Snotties. So Grampy Snotties are also another I word, but Mom's
This is not going to make sense to people. This is how
Snotties.
Susan's head works, everybody.
Mom's
this makes perfect sense to her, and let's see if anybody else.
Come on, you guys.
Family to Vab, you got it.
It's an M word.
I would love to go on Tiger Belly. Please talk to them about that because I've been on before.
Oh, there it is. Batch on Twitch got it. We got some smart ones on
Twitch. Is the more creative. Sorry guys, but Twitch is very creative.
So they
think part, like you do, Susan. So they're your people over there.
The A word that's Grampy Snotties. So if you have Grampy Snotties, you're in pretty good shape. Okay. Also, don't write in the comments or make fun of the 5 word. It rhymes with my P. The 5 word.
The 5 word?
Yeah.
5. 5 different words?
My P. Rhymes with my P.
And the 5 word?
Yes.
And
it's a 5 word.
What does it start with?
5.
Oh. No idea.
I don't want to call it the F word.
Tiger.
Anyways, that's okay. We'll just mention that later if it comes up. We'll just say please don't say that. But because I guess that's also a trigger on YouTube. 5 word? 5. Maybe you want to try something different. 5P. Like it sounds like 5P.
What does it start with?
5. The letter 5. Or number 5. Okay,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay, it starts with an F then. Okay, 5. It starts with an F, but it's the 5 word.
It's the F word.
No. 5P. Somebody got it. Okay, there it is. Diana got it. There it is. We're not going to say that her either, okay?
Okay.
Apparently that's no good. Okay, and you can't say that you're that you're immune or you have Grampy Snotties.
Oh, you can't talk about the distribution of shortwave cells. You're not
okay, I'm going to put this in here so you guys can all see it. Okay, I'm sorry to do that, but...
Trevor, yes, that is a really interesting study. I know that's out there. There's some really interesting stuff coming out of some of these newer antivirals. Okay.
All right, we're done.
All right, now...
if you can't remember them, it's okay. I'll remind you.
Am I going to watch Two Bears, One Cave this Sunday? What's happening on Two Bears, One Cave this Sunday? I don't know about it.
Guess so. We tried last time, but
so somebody was asking how to on Instagram Live how to sign up for the immune profile. That is at additicscore.com. I work for that company. I'm getting tested myself Monday or Tuesday again. They looked at all my stuff and hey Joe, give me some details on that EUA. And I have 100% neutralizing antibodies for the binding site and antibodies against multiple other viral proteins. So I was reading today that they were talking about how much antibody you need to potentially fend off some of these mutations because, for instance, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is only about 60% effective against that. And they were saying you need 10 times the levels, and I am about 20 times the level of vaccinated personnel.
So you have stinky Grampies.
No, I have polyclonal stinky Grampies. I have many different. Anthony, why did I increase your blood pressure? What happened? Oh, with Susan's glossary of terms. Maybe that's why. We're trying to stay out of trouble at YouTube. That's our goal.
No, the Grampy Snotties, honey.
Right, a batch 60% is effective when you carry it to the flu vaccine, which is 70% effective. That's correct. There's also concerns right now about whether or not the vaccines are going to create an adequate immune response in the elderly patients who don't tend to mount as much of a response as young people do. Hi, mommy, pharmacist Ellie. Keep it high and tight. Thank you. You listened to After Dark. It was a pretty good one last week, was it not? Okay.
So we need to let Instagram Live go, and unless you have questions from them, you want to take.
Let me let them go for just a minute. False positives are we think pretty high, but we don't have the real data on that yet. Somebody said their sister on day 7 of bad flu, her doc told her monoclonal antibodies are only used in the first 5 days. That's false. I believe Regeneron is given for the first 8 days, and I know that bamlanivimab is given for the first 10 days. So he may not know, your doctor, he or she may not know about the bamlanivimab, which is given as an outpatient. Okay. Can heavy weightlifting trigger a flare of GERD? Yes, it can. Of course, you're bearing down, and the pressure can make the fluid come up in your esophagus. I did say the B word, Susan. I said the B word. I said it can I say I'll have to say the R word too for the other Grampy Snotty.
Oh, I forgot.
Polyclonal Grampy Snotty. Joe, Susan. Apparently, Joe emailed you about the emergency use authorization for Johnson & Johnson.
You want me to put this up on the screen or something?
Maybe send it to me. Let me look at it.
Why doesn't he have your email?
He should have it.
Hell?
Oh, Nicole, I'm sorry about your dad. Oh, that's awful. Nicole from San Diego.
What happened?
Her dad died of COVID today.
I'm sorry.
I did. I said the R word, Tom Cigar, and I said the B word.
Okay, we have to add that to the list now.
The R word, yes. That's the rhymes with.
I haven't done
rhymes with Acceleron. I don't know. Okay. Long-term risks of the COVID vaccine, we don't know. There don't appear to be much. The long-term risks of the COVID vaccine do not appear to be significant. And if you're older, the risks clearly are outweighed by the benefits. So that's why people should be getting it. Do all the states have these? All the states have it. The Health and Human Services website, HHS, has the information on where you go in your local vicinities. I used CVS, Coram, and they brought somebody here and infused me within a day. It was crazy. GSR, it's called Fluvoxamine. That is correct, or Luvox. There is no stipulation for the fact that you have no time to mute the bad words. There's no stipulation because we don't even know what the rules are. We're just guessing what they are.
Yeah, we don't know. These are things we've said, but we did not go against what the WHO or the CDC were.
No, never. Listen, I've been saying following Fauci, follow the CDC since the beginning of this pandemic. I've not said anything but that.
My instinct is that they just pick out the words when they see it because they come up on their algorithm and then they just say that they use these words a lot. So we need to, shut this down and because it's going against our terms. So that's my instinct. So I just think, I don't know how we're going to talk about it. We're probably just not going to go up on YouTube when we want to discuss it with doctors. So we'll just do the other platforms.
Louis, did I say something against the World Health Organization? I don't think I have. In fact, and when they came out and strongly advocated against lockdowns, I advocated on their behalf for quite a while.
Yeah.
Spell the webpage, Linda. Are you talking about the Aditix score? It's ADITXT, the word score, one word, aditixscore.com. Eric Anderson, it's not that people are listening that carefully. It's the algorithms that are picking us up.
It's like a bots or...
Yeah, it's algorithms seem to be getting it because when we try to get... There it is. When we try to get information from YT, they won't give it to us.
No, it's weird. It's like...
Flipping Birdies is being very funny.
You sloop is acting like a B word. Who's that?
You slob.
You sloop. Well, we missed you guys on YouTube this week, and it was really depressing for me because we worked really hard to build our community, and we went from 4,000 to 45,000 this year, and we've been trying really hard to not put anything out there that's, eye-catching. but we got dinged. They didn't like Zelenko. They didn't like Kelly Victory, and they told us. And then the third one was our Zoom party, and I guess we just used, we can't figure out why they pulled that show down. So, I mean, if they would tell us, the only problem, and I want everybody to listen to this right now, is that if we get another strike, we'll be off for 2 weeks. If we get the third strike, our channel comes down. So
Right.
if you can just have the side chick of Facebook, Periscope, or Twitch available, or even go to Instagram Live or whatever for 15 minutes, we'll be there too. But we love you. We appreciate everything that you've done to support us, and we were getting good numbers, and everybody was being really sweet on here. And I don't know, it's not like everybody was sending us hate, you know? And I appreciate it.
Which we're accustomed to.
But I don't want to say I don't care if YouTube goes away, but they're...
Well, one of the things you can do is you can go to drdrew.locals.com. You don't have to be a subscriber there. You can just sign up, and then we can communicate with you. So if something happens where we're deplatformed, if you go to drdrew.locals.com, we can tell you where to go.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if YT goes away, then we can't communicate with you.
Yeah, we're developing a really good communication network there, and there it is. Oops, sorry about the sound.
I'm looking over here.
So you can become a member at drdrew.locals.com, and we'll be able to let you know when our shows go live, which I didn't do today. Sorry, Locals. I appreciate your patience, but I'm a one-trick pony here.
So you're asking about the COVID vaccine and fertility. That's an interesting question. I would talk to your obstetrician about it. You might want to wait for the more traditional vaccines, like the attenuated adenovirus.
Are you
or
back
the
on
Johnson & Johnson.
on Facebook or Instagram?
I'm still at Instagram. Yes, Dr. Yo and Dr. Patterson are coming up with some very legit protocols. They have a symposium maybe next week where they're going to review all this stuff. And I just reported to Dr. Yogendra about my response to Fluvoxamine. Again, I was having extreme fatigue, cloudiness, irritability, personality changes, inability to do very much. And Fluvoxamine has restored some of that very quickly, very quickly. It's the sigma-1 receptor agonism that does that, which is an anti-inflammatory property. COVID in December, about 2 weeks, able to get the vaccine. So you had it in December. I mean, I would wait at least 90 days before getting the vaccine. I know I have a huge antibody response. And the way to think about getting the vaccine after you've had COVID is really that you're taking a booster. I don't know that everybody from who've had COVID should necessarily get 2 vaccines, which is sort of why Johnson & Johnson is kind of the perfect vaccine for you. Okay. Susan, what personality changes was I having? Because I'm not very that aware of them, but I know something was happening.
You act more like a 60-year-old, normal 60-year-old.
So I seem what, kvetchy?
No, just, forgetting things and not remembering words, and having just like, I can't think of the word. I'm having COVID brain. I think you're having a little bit of that before, but you're just blaming it on this now. But also just would get sort of deflated. Like if I was just being my normal self.
Oh, yeah.
Which,
I couldn't handle
like
anything.
Right now I just had a cup of coffee and I'm kind of aggressive and I'm a little bit, and sometimes I'll just get on a point, like something that I'm not happy with, and you would just deflate. And you like a school.
No, that wasn't deflating. That was just I could not move. I just was weird.
You had like an anxiety about any kind of heated conversation.
It wasn't anxiety. I would get incredible buzzing in my head, and I just couldn't.
That's true.
And I wouldn't be able to function. I just can't function.
No, I mean I get it. You told me that later, and I was like, wow. And so, I mean, we went away on the weekend and we just sat around and we hung out, and you were just very uncomfortable all weekend. So I feel bad for you. I'm glad that the Fluvoxamine, and that might be the new F word, but is working. It seems like you're better. You have more energy.
Yeah.
You were super tired. Like,
oh my God.
We did a show the other day, and you had to lay down. I had to bring food in the bed.
Yeah.
And I've been doing this for 6 weeks, so it kind of gives me a little bit of anxiety because I'm trying to be supportive as possible. I can't, I'm not a great nurse, but I'm trying.
Here's somebody's asking, Robin girl, am I getting hot flashes or is it ear ringing? I get both. I get
getting
weird
hot flashes.
just weird body temperature changes where I'm all of a sudden super cold. That you were yelling at me about that when we were in Laguna. I'm really freezing cold, and then I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm sweating, and so like weird, but not like chilling, just like body temperature regulation is all off. That got better seems to have gotten better with fluvoxamine also. So whatever that's worth. Weird, huh?
I see an improvement. I just, I'm worried about you.
Doing too much?
No, I'm worried about you. I want you to be able to. We weren't able to do a show yesterday
I
because
know.
you needed a break. And
I know.
But that's also because you've always been bad at managing your time. So
no, I've been good at managing my time.
No, you do too much all the time. You have 14 shows and you just pack them all in, and you were running out of steam in between.
Yes, that's happening.
I had to deal with that. I don't. Like we're going to be a week behind on shows now, but it's okay because you had to go to Corolla, you had to go to After Dark, you had to go to, The Office, you had to do your normal other shows where they can't just take off. I wasn't on YouTube, so I just didn't do a show.
So I'm not having to go back to After Dark tomorrow, so I get to sleep in tomorrow too. So that's always helpful for me.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So that's that.
Well, maybe we'll have a guest tomorrow. We had a couple people on the line. I wanted to wait and make sure.
No, GSR, she's not chewing me out. I am
chewing you about your management because you have a manager, a PR person, and me, and I look at your schedule and it's always way over the top.
Okay.
And you need to look at that now in the condition that you're in.
What was the name of the vaccine I was discussing with Christina P. this week? Linda, that was about a week ago that we recorded that, so I don't really remember. It was probably Novavax, and I'm more convinced with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
I see Max Krasny.
Hey, Max. I think I'm going to take the Johnson & Johnson vaccine in about 2 or 3 months. I'm going to, though, follow my Aditic score until then. Someone says, Susan, you're a queen above 18. Yes, I know I'm a workaholic. Thank you. And man, Twitch loves Susan. This is really interesting. Twitch are your people, my dear.
I love Twitch.
MDMA marriage counseling. Okay, that's interesting idea. Very interesting. Ileana, I am listening. Let me go over to
Ileana who?
I don't know. Ileana Sokov.
Well, I want everybody on Facebook, on Instagram Live.
I know you just sent them a message. So
yeah,
Susan
please.
just sent you a message, which is she wants you to go over to the stream.
It's
so
dual tasking.
It's too much going on here. Yeah, I do want to donate Bootyful. I have 100% neutralizing antibodies, so I'm maybe even during this stream I will sign up for it. I've been too weak to do anything. I just haven't been able to.
We have
get
to
out
start
of the house.
Promoting our Hillsides benefit coming up this month too.
Kristen,
got to get that set up.
Oh, Kristen is with Chris. See, I didn't recognize you, Kristen. You were saying such interesting things the last couple of times on the stream. I want to talk to you about that when we do all that stuff you've been bringing up. I want to talk about that on the when we do a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Did my son take any medicines? No, Andrew. He took no meds, and he was through in about 3 days with the flu. And then he was pissed that he was so diligent with his lockdown, and now he's out on the road traveling. And he will not take the vaccine, he says, because he figures that if he gets it again, who cares? Because it was that mild for him. Linda, that's a really interesting question. We have to talk to the scientist over at Aditic Score. I can tell you that my antibody levels were 10 times vaccinated
levels. Tell people what
levels.
the question was.
Her question is,
what should
Aditic score be to get the vaccine? And I would imagine it would have to be below levels that you normally see with the vaccine, which is about 15,000 on their quantitative scale. I was 170,000. So I'm way off. Yes, Julie, I did have COVID, and I now have long.
Kristen's not in locals anymore.
Long hauler symptoms. Why? Oh.
She's all right. You can come and go. Okay, there's one more thing about locals I need to let everybody know. Okay?
Good.
I'm going to put the banner back up. Okay, so if you sign up, you don't have to pay as a member.
Right.
You can just be on our mailing list, and then when we post, you'll get an email. So it's actually a kind of a cool thing just to know when we're going live, because that's a really good thing. Or if we have something coming up, but we're not going to make you pay for everything. If we have a local Zoom meeting, you have to be a member.
But But to the locals' point is our motivation for bringing that up is if we get deplatformed, we'll have a place to talk to you and tell you where we're going.
If you can't find us.
Yeah, we'll know where to send you.
If we've been ousted.
So Paul Jones asked, let me get back up to his thing if I can. Well, it won't let me
Locals
go.
is kind of like a free email list for us. You know,
do we know how long antibodies last for? We do not know. That's the issue. Some people say 6 months. Some people say a year. Some people say 16 years. My son may have a different ADDIC score because he had mild illness compared to my more moderate illness. Stephanie's wrong. So what Dr. Fauci said was that the flu was not existent this year because it essentially was displaced by by COVID, which is true. Think about it. It's like this flu has an ecological behavior to it. We are in a viral ecosystem, right? And much like, in the savannas of Africa, if the lions move in, the hyenas move out. If the hyenas move in, the lions move out. That certain things take over the ecosystem. And that's what the viruses are trying to do. They're trying to optimally own the ecosystem. They're not trying to kill the host. They're trying to optimally reproduce and own the ecosystem. So it makes sense from that standpoint, again, this sort of a narrative, that the predominant infectious agent will knock out other infecting agents which are competing in the same ecosystem. And Matt, Dr. Fauci is still the North Star. You should listen to him carefully because they're very conservative over there, but they will get us through this. They will not say something wrong.
So let's let Instagram
Yeah, so
go.
I just answered it, Paul Jones.
Let Instagram go.
Did I learn where I got my COVID? No, I did not, and I was wearing my mask diligently. So wherever I got it was with the mask on. Does Fauci need a code word? No. Fauci can be spoken on YT, apparently.
Can you say COVID? You just can't write it in the headline.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they're not listening to the content. They're looking for words. That's it. That's what I think, because it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
And they don't respond to you and tell you what happened because it's some guy in Thailand making the rules.
The Instagram Live is sort of feigning, so I'm gonna ask you guys to head over to the stream
you want
at
to see
Facebook
us come back
or YouTube,
over?
and I will do just a Instagram stream soon. So stand by. But this was mostly the Instagram I did mostly was to update on the Fluvoxamine.
Also, tell them to check out the Jason Ellis show. How you were zapped by a dog collar.
There you go. She just said it.
Well, they can't hear me.
They're already gone.
Oh, they're gone. Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay.
They're kind of snippy.
Rapid antigen test. Why is it called antigen? Antigen essentially means a protein that triggers the immune response. That's essentially what that means. It's just it's often part of an infecting agent, typically.
Did you see that guy on Periscope?
What do you say? Or
Pauly Shore is my North Star. Rob Schneider is my porch light. We should get Pauly Shore on here.
Sure.
I have his phone
He'd come on. He'd come up.
Remember he wanted to do a podcast?
Yep, I do.
Really.
Joe, how much has Chris had of what?
Snow.
Did I see the supermarket in Florida without the mask? Here's what I basically thought about that. I don't... Florida's numbers...
Are you sure you want to say it?
No, I'm just going to say that Florida's numbers are very good.
I can turn YouTube off now.
I wish people would wear masks. I think it's the right thing to do, but I don't get as exercised by images of people not wearing the mask. I think that's not a good idea. I think I wish they would use them. But in regions where there's low penetration, well, you'll see if it goes back up again. Molly wants Pauly Shore as a guest, so maybe you can do that.
I know. I thought about it. We have a good guest next week.
Byron, the second shot is the one that usually causes more reaction, so that's not surprising. Fortunate son, asthma. Yeah. Maria, Marley, you should get his pediatrician talk about it. That age group does not get much in the way of COVID. My son is 28 and he got it and was nothing. I would say, and I will go back over Pocket Full of Posy. I will go back over the Fluvoxamine story again. And I would say you talk to your pediatrician and take their advice. I mean, that's the important thing. They've told us as of yesterday, the CDC, who I said, keep listening to, that you can. It's so safe to go back to school now. You could go back without even vaccinating the teachers, which tells you how unlikely it is to have an outbreak. And in most countries that locked down, they did not end schools. They kept schools going. We're the only country that really did that. And it was not the CDC that told us to do it. It was the government that made an independent decision to do that. So it was never anything that was recommended. And it may end up being the most significant misadventure of this entire pandemic. We don't know. I mean, looking back, we'll see. If we were to get a second flu shot, would there be a similar reaction? No, not necessarily. It's a little different with this thing. This is a highly immunogenic virus and protein. So I will tell you, I will repeat my fluvoxamine story. People are asking about that, which is I'm having lots of post-COVID symptoms. I'm a long hauler. I was having extreme fatigue, personality changes, irritability, head fogginess, ringing in my ears, just like it felt like I'd had a traumatic brain injury. And I talked to Steve Kirsch a couple times. I talked to my doctor a couple times. I read a bunch of literature about fluvoxamine. It really was a choice between me taking fluvoxamine and leronlimab and steroids, and these are the kinds of things you can use, colchicine. And my doctor and I discussed it, and we thought, not only would fluvoxamine be probably an interesting choice, if we learn something, it could help other people, because not a lot is out there about fluvoxamine except through Steve Kirsch. And when I took the fluvoxamine, within an hour, my ringing in my ear went away, which was shocking. I felt more energy and sort of a cloud lifting. I wax and wane with it, it kind of the ringing comes back and my fatigue comes back. But I would say overall, it's markedly better. I've had a striking positive response to fluvoxamine, 50 milligrams twice a day.
I wonder if that's a bad word now.
The F word?
Yeah.
Well, it's an antidepressant. It'd be weird if you couldn't say that.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Was the R word Regeneron or remdesivir?
The one that rhymes with
Begeneron?
Yes.
What's the other one rhyme with?
Which with the
You're not good at this.
You can say remdesivir. You can say remdesivir because remdesivir is orthodoxy.
Okay, so you can be Jen or Ron. Mm-hmm. It's our trans word.
Rumpelstiltskin for the R word. That's funny.
Okay, a Rumpelstiltskin.
Did I get PTSD from COVID? Jessica asked. No, I didn't. It didn't scare me. I guess the only thing that sort of I ruminated about was all the clotting stuff associated with it, strokes and pulmonary emboli and things like that. So I was watching out for that stuff. But no. No PTSD, that's for sure. Okay, Susan, I'm beginning to run out of steam, and you know what that means. That means I have to head towards the exit.
Bitchy.
Yeah, I'm not quite there yet, but
bitchy.
I'm less than 5 minutes away. I can tell you that for sure. Okay, Joe, thank you for sending the emergency use authorization profile.
Who's Deja Vu on Twitch?
I
just wonder how many of these people are from YouTube.
Wow, that's so interesting. In Austria, you can get a haircut after 6 weeks of lockdown if you could take an antibody test and wear an N95 mask. That's crazy. There's so much craziness out there.
Oh my God, we're making everybody a germaphobe.
Lewis asking about the vitamins. Can we talk about the vitamins and things like that, do you think, on YouTube? Talk to your doctor. Nothing I'm saying substitutes for medical care. This is just information education.
But you can go to drju.com/COVID.
Where, again, I list the things I took and the things that are being discussed.
For preventative and what to do when you get it. Yep. What do you call it? Treatment.
Dawn says she had to join a Russian app to get freedom of speech away from some of the streaming services here, the social media services here.
Wait, what'd she say?
She had to join a Russian app of social media in order to get the ability to express herself, to practice free speech.
Wow. Well, the thing about locals is it's like on Twitter, we can put it behind our paywall. We can say what we want. We won't get attacked by trolls. So it's kind of a good place to just put random stuff that I would never post.
Ryan, that HPV vaccine, that's great. It prevents cancer. Head and neck cancer, anal cancer, penile cancer, and cervical cancer. So thank you for doing that for your son.
The worst
Prevents cancer. And the earlier you give it in the window for which it's supposed to be active, the more efficacious it tends to be. Yes, rational evolution is at hand. Truth exists. That's our axiom 1. Truth exists.
I see YouTubers on Twitch.
Oh, that's interesting. Several long haulers feel better after they are vaccinated. Ooh, Richard, now you're motivating me to want to get the vaccine. And Batch, we thank you for saying those kind words. We feel like we're the French underground here. Also, all through this whole pandemic, just trying to struggle with the rational truth. What is the truth and what we're seeing and hearing and all the panic.
Chris just found out we're on YouTube.
Oh, I know. Well, that's why I'm used to seeing her as Chris Carr, and when she came on to something else on Facebook, I didn't recognize her.
Just stay fluid among all our platforms.
Laura May, truth exists, and we may not be able to access the truth, but we can get close and we can approximate the truth.
If the YouTube channel is canceled, it won't be personal against you guys. I
Pocket full of posy. Some enlightened physicians will give that vaccine, the HPV vaccine, well into the 40s if you're a single person out there. Hook it up. So yes, long haulers have reported improvement after the vaccine. That motivates me to want to get the vaccine in the not too distant future. I also don't want to have a severe reaction to the vaccine, so I'm going to sort of split the difference, maybe 3 months or so, because of this experience of just being essentially dead for 3 weeks. Susan and I are going to leave town for 3 weeks.
A month.
A month?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit long. Really? I can.
We'll be back in New York for the last part of it.
Okay.
And then you can come to LA. I'll stay in New York.
I can struggle with 3 weeks in my head. But anyway, we're going to go for a long period of time and just get away.
Somebody on Twitch sent me an article from the WSJ Opinion. It says YouTube cancels the U.S. Senate, censors testimony from physicians on early treatment of COVID-19
That's
patients.
True. Yes, they did.
So this is, they're censoring
the Senate
up to a new level, two videos on the U.S. Senate committee.
That's true. I'd heard that if just because they were using the words that we have code words for, they censored the whole thing.
Thank you. Who sent this to me? Thank you. Blame anything. I don't know who that is. Is that somebody we know from locals?
Somebody on the stream here?
Hey, blame anything. You guys have names. I don't know who you are. We're going to have a list of your names on there.
Taking borders.
I'm going to copy this. Send it to you, Drew.
Bootyful, when can you touch your face again? I'm not quite sure what you're asking about.
When she takes off her mask.
Moderna not working against variants. Possibly. They are, though, working on a third booster to cover those if there's really an issue. So stand by. You may be taking a booster in the Moderna vaccine. Don't be a H word. There's love for Susan from Deja Vu.
Who is that?
Who's Deja Vu?
Yeah, I want to know.
Fluvoxamine over Boost Bar for COVID. I know of no. Ryan, I'm not taking it for psychiatric effects. So I'm taking it for the anti-inflammatory properties. It's what's called a sigma-1 agonist. To my knowledge, Boost Bar has none of that. So I would say there's no reason to take Boost Bar and lots of reason to take Fluvoxamine. And I'm having a very positive response to it, which is pretty crazy. Nadav Googling. What is that? Is that sort of when we hold up with After Dark, when Nadav is Googling, is what you're talking about? Will I video getting my vaccine? Sure. Sure, I will video. Once again, single people, COVID, dating advice, lost. Pastrami, I don't know, Anthony, what you're talking about. Would smoking a joint have a similar effect to Fluvoxamine? Interesting point. So Susan went and got some cannabis because she wanted to see if I would have any benefit from that.
And I wanted to smoke some.
Yeah. And we did. Yes, FODMAP diet is a good way. And I essentially follow the FODMAP diet, Suzanne. And she told me to take some and see if it helped me because it was before I started the Fluvoxamine. I was having a bad day. And it made me worse. I didn't feel anything. I went back and she had one of those vape pens and I tried about 8 different doses.
Didn't feel any better.
I felt worse. I was just sort of more out of it. So there you go. That was I've never really had a positive response to cannabis.
That was not a good day for you.
No, I've never had a positive response to cannabis. That's just me.
Helps my aches and pains, I've noticed.
That's good. I've no quarrels as long as people aren't using it like excessively and chronically and sort of getting affected by it. It's a brain. It's a brain thing.
I just want to make a shout out to Blame Anything, Jake Hudson, Mountain Drew, Orangutan, E. Dexter, Deja Vu, Susan Lynn, and King Victor, and whoever said to put on a button for donations because we'll be happy to send money on Twitch. I haven't figured out how to set that up yet. I'm a little afraid to do it but that's what may have gotten us in trouble at YouTube because we're monetized.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not worried. I don't know. I mean, let's just build our audience at Twitch because we originally had signed up this whole thing to be a Twitch TV.
Yeah,
you know,
we did. That was our original plan. We enjoy the Twitch world there. So JRose0812, how long and how often did you get ringing since COVID? So day 3 of COVID, I got insane ringing in my buzzing in my head, and then it settled down into bad ringing, and it's been continuous ever since. It goes up and down in intensity. When I get more tired or exert myself, it gets worse. When Susan comes at me with a lot of energy, it gets pretty intense. And it stopped with the Fluvoxamine. It was shocking to me. Now, it has come back since I started the Fluvoxamine, but it is at a lower level. But it still fluctuates during the day. So there you go.
Barbara's from Periscope. That's deja vu. Thank you, Barbara.
All right, Susan, I think I got to wrap this one up. Thank you guys for being here. Again, I'm very excited. We're going to speak to Michaela Peterson, Jordan Peterson's daughter, next Wednesday.
Oh.
She was given a hit piece by the London Times. And because I was involved with Dr. Peterson and what happened to him, I was a witness to all the good work she did and how
That'll be a good guest.
Yeah, how much he and his family struggled to get him well, which he is now because of them and because of his diligence. And we'll talk if she's up for it, we'll talk in detail about what happened and try to set the record straight on the nonsense in the London Times, which was shitty, really was ridiculous. Stephen Douglas, I'm saying Luvox works for tinnitus associated with my COVID. I'm not saying take Luvox for tinnitus. I'm saying my COVID-related tinnitus was probably which is probably a microangiopathy in my 8th cranial nerve, because we know that the virus hits the cranial nerves, right? It hits 12, the tongue. It hits 1, olfactory. And you've heard of facial palsies with the vaccine, so that's 7. And now 8 is my ear. 8th cranial nerve is the ear. And so I think whatever hit, and my nose was spared. So I didn't have any olfactory stuff. I did have tongue, but I'm wondering if I got a microangiopathy in my 8th cranial nerve. And whatever that is, that inflammatory process with neutrophil nets seems to be improved with sigma-1 receptor agonism, which is what the Luvox provides. So there you go. Uh-oh.
I love the emojis.
Renee wants to try Fluvoxamine. You got the same day as I did and you're still sick. Talk to your doctor about it. It was sort of surprising.
His energy level was terrible.
Yeah, it was bad.
He sleeps in every morning.
Yeah.
I get up at 6:30.
Yep.
He gets up at 8.
7:30 or 8. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. But today I felt refreshed from it. Normally I don't even feel refreshed.
I think Drew REMs at 5:30 in the morning. It wakes me up.
I'm gonna get the J&J vaccine. I think I'm gonna take that. I agree with you. 1 shot, no refrigeration, exciting EUA coming online. But I'm gonna wait a few months until my immunity goes down because I'm afraid I'm gonna get a huge reaction to it. Thank you, Anthony. I do feel a bit better, but I do still run out of steam. Wiz Chris, go break up the fight with your kids. All right, you guys. So we will see you tomorrow, Susan. Is that correct?
Why not?
Tomorrow, Friday?
Maybe we'll have a guest. I don't know.
That's
We'll see how you
Friday.
feel.
That's Friday. The After Dark recording got canceled.
Okay, what time?
So we could do morning if you want.
Morning, like 12?
1:30, I got to be over at Corolla. So, yeah.
We could do 12.
Yeah, I'm going to move it over there just for now.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so everybody
and then
will
I can
be...
go to Laguna.
Exactly. So we'll be sort of midday tomorrow if you guys want to join us. I'm putting 11:30 down there just for the sake of argument. Just so, in case we want to do Instagram Live or something.
If you're signed up on Locals, you'll get a notification when we start. I swear. I'll try.
I swear I'll try. And you sent me the Senate censorship article, which I knew about. I knew that they were doing that.
But we didn't do anything on the list that I sent us, so I just assume it's a word situation. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm only because I was working with somebody that told me it was that before, and that's the only explanation. Because we tried our hardest to keep our information accurate. We're not. Oh God, my phone just went off. I don't feel like we did anything wrong, but I hate to see the whole channel go. I mean, if it does, it does.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully not. And we'll try to use our glossary in the meantime. And Vray, I will be on Fox 11 tonight at 7 o'clock. I think I'll actually be on at 6 o'clock for something too. But I'm going to keep doing that show through at least till we go on
June.
Our long vacation.
Till the last week of May.
Yeah, we're going to be on that long vacation. Then it's our 30th wedding anniversary, and it is Susan's birthday.
Don't tell him which birthday.
Huh?
I don't want to remember.
I figured that's why I didn't say that.
That's the F word.
The F word
Susan's birthday is the F word.
Yes.
We didn't do anything for my birthday, but I was fine. We just, it's fine. I had a good time before. My life was pretty good before COVID, so I have to be grateful for that.
Right. Good.
It's still pretty good.
Well, because I sort of felt like, hey, the world was fine with me being dead for 3 weeks. We can go do something fun for 3 weeks.
We should have a contest. You guys guess where we're going.
We could. It might be fun if you want to do that.
I'm pretty set on what we're going to do.
Good.
I have to.
You have to actually order it.
I have to pull the trigger on all those miles. The one thing about COVID-19 is that you really can rack up some miles, over a long period of time. So we have a free airline tickets, which is really nice.
What? Oh, I see. Because we aren't traveling.
We
aren't traveling.
I haven't used them for almost a year and a half.
I get it.
I had a bunch before, and now it's like free trip.
We normally spend a lot, like almost half our time in New York City, and so we're going back and forth from that a lot, and we just haven't been there because of all this.
Now we're leaving the country, but it's going to be more European.
Yep. Okay, and hopefully we'll all be able to travel by then. We'll see. I think this vaccine. I feel in my gut that this vaccine thing, when Johnson & Johnson gets distribution,
you just have to have the vaccine.
They've said they're going to bring out 100 million doses, and that's 100 million people covered. It's a one-time dose. And I have a feeling they're manufacturing all the way along here. So they're probably going to be up at around 50 million doses ready to go, I'm guessing. And they will just spring that on the country, and that will be a huge leap forward. We could really be in good shape after that, and that could be a few months from now. So let's hope for that. Okay, with that, we'll wrap up. We'll be in here tomorrow midday. And don't forget Michaela Peterson on Wednesday.
I don't have her banner yet.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, and you can look her up online. And get
I think
picture
Caleb just took the whole week off because he figured.
Do you want to you can just look her up on Google and she'll pop right up. You'll see it.
No, we have a banner for her. He makes cute banners. She's gorgeous, by the way.
And
have you met her?
No, I've just talked to her a couple times.
She's beautiful. She looks like she looks like the chick on 90 Day Fiance that's married to Andre.
And she is married to Andre. and Andre sounds exactly like that guy from Moldova.
She looks like
wherever.
She looks like a Moldovan.
I'm going to make her watch 90 Day
She looks
Fiance.
like a white chick who moved to Moldova.
Right. Well, he's Russian. Her husband is Russian, not Moldovan, which is extra super weird. Okay, so we will leave it at that. We'll see you tomorrow, and look for Instagram Lives. I'm doing those out there. And then Fox 11 tonight. But I got to take a break and rest, and
good night.
See you guys tomorrow.
Real talk.
Headlines have become sickening. They become poisonous.
Dissecting headlines.
Defying state orders. Sheriff Bianco not enforcing what the governor is saying.
Dialed in with decision makers.
Clarify what you actually meant.
Get the answers you need.
At the beginning of this, we were told, don't wear a mask. Is this really helping?
Expect a different kind of newscast. Fox 11 News Special Report. Weeknights at 7.
I am so grateful for our friends at Blue Microphones. Not only have they completely changed what our show sounds like, they've given me headphones so I can monitor things better. This is the mic for millions of creative people, and now I know why. I'm so grateful for them completely changing the quality of our audio. You'll find Blue mics like Yeti and the Mouse, which we're using here, both in pro studios and home studios, literally all over the world. Their popular Yeti caster is a Blue Yeti microphone, plus a boom arm system that's behind many of your favorite podcasts. I run into them all the time, and now I know why. If you've ever thought about creating your own podcast or YouTube channel, Blue can make you sound and look great. Just visit bluemic.com and click Get Started, and you can start telling your story. As we're gradually moving back to opening schools and businesses and, of course, our in-person interactions, I want to remind you, this is all time with cold and flu season getting going. Staying hydrated is key to helping your body deal with the added stress and with the upcoming flu season. My regular fans have heard me talk about a product called Hydrolite for a long time now. It's an amazing rapid rehydration drink. It's a mix that, well, we're obsessed with here. I'm excited to announce they've just released Hydrolyte Plus Immunity, just in time for cold and flu season. Hydrolyte Plus Immunity starts with their fast-absorbing electrolytes and adds a host of immune-boosting ingredients. Each single-serve, easy-pour drink mix contains 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C and 300 milligrams of elderberry extract, creates what is hopefully immune-boosting formula that's high in antioxidants and zinc. Combining this with Hydrolyte's 7 key electrolytes, it's a fantastic way to stay proactive and properly hydrated. Hydrolyte Plus Immunity comes in convenient, easy-to-pour powder sticks that rapidly dissolve in water and make a great tasting drink that has 75% less sugar than your typical sports drink. It uses all natural flavors, and it is gluten-free, dairy-free, caffeine-free, non-GMO, and it is vegan. And you can find Hydrolyte Plus by visiting hydrolyte.com/Dr. Drew. Again, that's HYDRALYTE.com/DRDRW. And be sure to use our code Dr. Drew 25 at checkout for a special discount.
I can't believe this is going down.
I didn't see you there, dude. I was trying to close out all my shit, and I got that fucking. I can't believe stuck in my head.
No F words. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Casey.
Ah, you sound good.
There you are. Look at you. You're not in your normal.
There we go.
Your normal
No, I'm not in the
shot.
studio. So yeah, when I'm doing the promoting on the chat side of everything, I'm just sitting here. Hey, ooh, actually, let me adjust my camera angle here.
Ooh,
That's a
look at
little
you
bit
guys
better.
piling in. This is the after party. Oh wait, I gotta resize this. This isn't right. Huh.
Joe and I are just sitting here, just going, how's this gonna turn out?
Oh, you're a ham. Shut up.
How many channels were you on today? I was on 3 different channels.
Okay, so
So I did. Let me plug in my headphones. Sorry. I'm lost when I'm not in the studio.
First things first, how are you doing today, Susan?
I'm okay.
Good.
There we go. Now I can hear. Ah. Why do I feel like I have an ass chewing coming my way?
Nah, I don't care. Whatever. Okay, so here you go. This should look better. There we go. So we have a few people. You got anybody else want to come? Cursing about a cheerful cute tune. Uh-oh.
Good day to wear my Weezer shirt.
All right, we're
Joji,
gonna have anybody
do you
else
know
come?
about Weezer?
Zoom video feedback? Uh-oh.
Vaguely.
What does that mean? Feedback?
You don't know about Weezer, Joe?
Okay, wait, you guys, there's some feedback. Why are there 50 Caseys? oh, yeah. Okay, let me get rid of that.
I'm 50 Casey's strong.
So we have 4 people here. Who else wants to join? Yeah,
So we got Kristen and Steve Simpson. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves real
Hey,
quick?
you guys. No, they're being mute.
Anybody? Anybody?
Okay.
Hi.
It's because.
Oh, there.
Oh, wait. We got something. Somebody said something. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Michael Fish. Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Austria and Europe.
Oh, nice. Is it
Oh,
cold
you're
there?
in the UK. Nice.
You're cold.
Austria.
I believe it's cold there. Are you a skier?
Sometimes.
Oh, good.
Once a year.
Once a year, good. Once a year is very healthy. I'm a skier. I have Austrian family, so I know.
Oh yeah, you are the cousin of Tony Seiler.
Yes, I
aren't you?
am. I am the cousin. One of the cousins. There are many cousins. Uh-oh. What's that? Tom, what is that?
Tom's coming in.
That looked like your butt. There's Tom. Everybody, you can see who Tom Cigar is now.
That was my face.
Yes. These are my
Very similar.
sexy friends. Okay, so you guys.
This is on YouTube. I see it.
Yeah. You're on
Oh,
TV.
we're streaming right now? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
you're on
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah, it hasn't ended.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So hey Steve, how are you?
Steve Simpson in 5, 4, 3. Oh, no,
He
Mike
doesn't have a
here
mic.
at work. Sorry, quitting time soon. Oh, okay. Dude, you can hang out with us,
No
bro.
Mike here at work, sorry. He doesn't have
Yeah.
a mic. Okay, so he's virtually there. So okay, what do you guys want to talk about? We're just gonna do this really quickly, and thanks for moving all over the universe today. But I hope that we can keep our YouTube channel and continue to get to chat. It's so weird because you guys, you're such a strong part of the show.
Right.
Wow.
So are we allowed to chat about anything that we want to chat about? Can I say ivermectin
I don't think so.
in the
I
chat?
don't think so.
Not right
No.
now.
No.
So
That's bad word.
it's not
You know
even
what?
Drew.
I
So
can
it's
go
not
off of-
Drew. It's us.
Hold on a second. So okay, so if everybody who's on YouTube, just say that it's just the I word.
So it's not Drew.
Okay, who's got reverb there?
Yeah,
I'm
somebody's
muted.
got reverb going on.
I have to give Drew a time. You guys can chat. Do you wanna see the chat on the stream?
Yeah, that'd be great. I could have sworn Susan just called Drew Jew.
She totally did. I heard it.
Oh,
You did.
Dr. Jew.
Oh, Dr. Jew.
Oh, you
Quit being
Jew.
so.
Jew are crazy.
Why'd you talk like that?
Oh my god.
You're always doing this, Susan.
It's my fault. I know. He is a Jew. I see I didn't
Exactly.
set this up.
So
I just decided
run
to
with it.
throw this on at the last minute. So you're okay. There you guys are. Okay. Okay. Here we go. You guys can see the. All right.
So it looks like Joe is back up on the International
Yes.
Space Station.
Oh really?
Yeah, you hanging out.
Do you? I guess since Drew asked me about
Oh,
this,
sorry about the
I'll talk about it. So at
We can't
5:30,
hear it, Susan.
about 30 minutes before Drew went on,
Okay.
there was a press release from Johnson & Johnson with the EUA that they submitted to the federal government. And they're hoping that if all goes well, they're going to have 100 million doses of the vaccine by the end of June of 2021.
Very nice.
And Novavax is right behind them. So this thing, I guess. Let me ask the gang. You know, how many more months do you? I mean, how long do you guys see the pandemic lasting in the United States with the vaccines going out en masse?
At least until
Yeah.
2021.
Till mid-year, maybe September, October, November, December.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm
dude,
thinking
we got
September.
another
I'm
year
thinking
of
September.
this.
I mean, but we do, we're back. America's back, so we're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Too soon?
No, that dude. No, Tom, you got me thinking. Yeah, it's just it's like, oh, now that our guy's in office, you can have your shit.
Yep.
Cool, I'm good with it. I mean, that's what it feels like. I'm not
No,
saying
I'm just
that's what's
talking shit.
happening, but that's what it feels like it's happening. It's just like, holy crap, So if Hillary would have been in office in the first
Well, I'm
place,
not-
would we be going
I
through all
won't
of
name
this right
names.
now?
I just say we have the perfect guy for the job. A geriatric old man about to die.
Oh God. Well, I hope he gets the vaccine.
Perfect.
Perfect for the job.
You might have to edit that. You might have
I know you guys don't get me thrown off of YouTube.
By the way,
Oh,
I
I'm
will
sorry.
say
I'm
that-
sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
wasn't
will
talking about
say
the
that
president.
COVID
Yeah.
tracking project.
I'm not talking shit. I'm just
Okay,
making
okay, enough with
observations. That's
with
it.
The expletives. Okay.
It's shiz with a Z.
Okay.
Shiz
Oh,
we're
with a
not
Z.
using
oh,
expletives,
oh,
we're
I'm
not
sorry, I'm
using
sorry.
the words. We're still live on YouTube. Okay, so somebody on Periscope said I might die of old age by June.
By the way, I'm hearing a dog.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what they're barking at.
Somebody's at the door.
That's my backup
Holy poop,
singers.
Susan. I am so sorry. Golly
Yeah.
gosh darn
Don't
it.
forget we're still live. Okay, you see that we're live.
I'm a sailor.
jerk.
I apologize.
You're such a jerk.
I'm such a knucklehead.
Yeah. we-
Golly.
Stop.
Gee whiz. I'm so sorry,
I
guys.
think I'm gonna hang up
Gee,
on you.
gang.
Casey, while you're on, you might as well promote locals. Go ahead.
Oh, that's right. We're yeah. So hey, if you guys want to hang out with us over at www, that stands for World Wide Web.
You forgot the
gotta go through the whole thing.
HTTPS://
I know,
www.
I know, I
Anybody
know.
else
I
wanna come
forgot
in and
about
try to
that.
get a word in between Casey.
That's gonna be
Casey
hard
and
to
Casey.
There's the link.
do.
We lost
No, if you want to
guys.
come over, hang out with us over at drdrew.locals.com. We have a Zoom meeting for everybody. It's totally cool. Drew is in there all the time. I'm totally changing up the format where it's a lot easier for people. Yeah, I'll try to keep the party going as long as I possibly can. So.
Susan, is Drew going to be on the rest of the week and into the weekend?
I don't know. He wants to go to Laguna this weekend, so probably Monday. We'll be back Monday because he's going to do the Rubin Report on Monday and a podcast for Dylan Howard. So we have to be back here by noon. So we'll be back. We'll probably do something in the afternoon on Monday. We'll do one tomorrow on Monday, and then Wednesday we have a really good guest. We'll start booking guests again. And then if Casey doesn't get us canceled on YouTube in this last 10 minutes.
I'm pretty sure I talk way more shit on the chat than Casey does.
I'm sorry.
So
well,
again,
nobody's telling me anything.
I know.
So I'm just like shooting in the dark here.
Okay.
You know.
It's very...
Stop the F-bombs.
Yeah, so, but I just wanted everybody to know who's on... there's a lot of people on YouTube right now because I have people that hang on afterwards. Mm-hmm. They're always there. There's 169 people here. Just, sign up for these other platforms because I'm not kidding. We may lose...
Twitch is awesome.
Twitch has been pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, Twitch is fun.
We're starting the Susan Pinsky fan club on Twitch.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
And then, I'm not saying that I want YouTube to be over. I'm not mad at them. I'm a little upset that they're taking away 45,000 of my followers that we worked very hard to obtain this year. And, I'm not making a lot of money there. So I'm just going to demonetize everything coming up, but because I don't want to be looked at. But we will avoid using some of these terms. And then if we have a big doctor on the show and you're signed up at locals, we'll let you know where we're going to be other than YouTube, because I don't think bringing a doctor on YouTube is going to be a smart move.
Oh, never mind. I don't want that. I just told that on the other one.
Right. Hey, hold on, guys. Beef, can you mute yourself?
Who's there?
Yes.
So Beef is here, and then...
How dare you, Casey?
Well, no, I'm trying to kill all the chatter. Tab,
No,
I think, actually is where it was coming from.
Jesus
I love you. So here's Beef.
So anyway,
Sorry, Beef.
I just want to finish my thought. If we're going to have Dr. Yo on, or we're going to have Dr. Peterson on, or we're going to have Dr. Zelenko on, or we're going to have some of these other people that are Kelly Victory, or anybody who's a little bit more to the right in their thoughts, we're probably not going to put it on YouTube. I'll probably make sure that everybody knows. We've been on Periscope for a really long time, and I've never taken a dime from them, and I have never taken a dime from Facebook. And I took a year to monetize our shows on YouTube, and they were saying that a lot of our shows were not appropriate anyways. And then we started making some money, which is kind of the funny part, is we just started making money. So they started censoring us. So I think some of it has to do with the advertising, and also the fact that we have our own advertisers. So, I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm doing it by Braille because they don't tell us anything. They treat us like we're infidels and we're, doing something illegal. And I can't. That makes me mad, but I have to just let you guys know that it has nothing. You can come on another platform. We're going to be somewhere. So my education right now is how to avoid. Don't type in those words in the chat, and we'll just have to be careful. I mean, Drew may be done today. They might watch this and go, okay, bye-bye. So
very possible.
Somebody said, hey, just, let's see, they took the super chat from people and kept their cash. Small channels, 2K was their money. Terrifying. Listen, it's my money too. I am so proud of the fact that we made any money at all this year on it. It was a lot of work, trust me. But my attorney was half of my paycheck just setting it up, and then we severed ties with the company that we were working with because they said they didn't want to be. There was nothing they could do on their end to help me.
So it sounds like to me, Susan, that you're. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
Oh no, that was because it sounds to me like what you're saying is you're not doing this for money. You're trying to put out a message, and that's it. Yeah, there's a little money involved, but that's not what you guys are doing. It. That's not your motivation.
Even if it was, who cares?
Or am I wrong?
No, it was
just
my
kidding.
motivation.
I'm kidding.
It was my motivation at the beginning of the year because I was told that we were going to be on international platforms if we worked with this other company and bring in $100,000 a year. and it ended up being like 10, and but not only that, it was nice to have that with some of our content. You guys stuck around, you were building a bigger, every week I could see more people on YouTube, and they were disregarding all the ads that were on there. And then we started getting our own ads, and I'm a little concerned that they don't like that, because I didn't have them really at the beginning of the year. I don't know why. If they would explain to me why, I would be so happy to change. I mean, right now I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm going to get in trouble for talking to you guys right now openly and honestly. So, more than anything else, I'm not saying, YouTube can run their company however they want. I don't have a problem with that. I'll try my hardest to not disobey the rules and make fun of it ourselves for fucking up or whatever we did. I don't know what we did, but I just want everybody to know we're going to try to communicate with you and send you elsewhere. And it's not a money thing. We're not going to send you to Facebook because we make more money there. We're not going to send you to Twitch because we make money there. It's going to be basically just because this is what we do. I'm making money on my own. I don't need the platforms to pay me anymore. I feel like it's blood money now. And I'm like, as soon as the show's over, I'm going to go to YouTube. I'm going to shut off the monetization because I think that's my best step.
However, I must admit, if Drew has ever played old video games, it would be cool to watch Drew play old video games on Twitch. I mean, if you go on Twitch, that's all they do.
Is he even a gamer?
Funny? I have cupboards full of old video games. I've got
watching him play a video game, you'll make a shitload of money.
I'll build him a mean gaming rig. He just needs to give me like $3,000.
I'm telling you, I have a gazillion videos in the playroom, like inches away. If you open the cabinet, it's just stacked with 1990s videos.
They've come a long way.
Games,
Watch Drew play
PS2. What?
I can't throw them away.
That stuff's worth money.
Yes, it is.
At one point, we had a Japanese
guys like me pay for that.
I don't know. The boys were into it. They still play video games. So I don't know. I've got all that.
Doom Eternal. Anyone up for some deathmatch?
That would be funny though. I think you're right. He'd be terrible. So would I. So Drew's fine.
It'd be funny though.
Panda Loco wants to know what happened to Drew. He's resting between shows because he's got to go do.
Now, is he going to studio tonight?
Yeah, and he's better. He's taken the F word. And I know you're late to the game, but we'll explain that later.
We can call it the Steve Kirsch remedy.
The Steve Kirsch medication, if you remember that game.
Right.
Remember that.
Yeah.
Sell them, somebody said.
Steve Kirsch.
So anyway.
Maybe
I'm just really thankful that I have the locals people to hold my hand, and also I've had a little pushback from our PR team, and I think this world is kind of strange right now. So, and we have like 100, almost 200,000 people on Facebook, but I never took the time to do any kind of monetization, and they haven't done anything for me, done anything against me. So I haven't had any strikes, I haven't had any phone calls, I haven't had any encryptic emails, I haven't had anything that doesn't explain exactly what I did, but a list of 10,000 things it could be.
But maybe they don't even know what it was. The algorithm struck you, and they don't know why.
Yes, it's done. I guess it's done by words that they hear, and they have some kind of a bot that runs their censorship or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just really.
That's why they can't tell you, because they don't know.
Well, you click through, learn more,
True.
and there was a list of 10,000 things.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, which one is it? Like, this is all of our shows. We're going to have a fourth strike, which will lose us 2 weeks of streaming. And because they pretty much described every single one of the shows we've done in the last year. So, oh, you do? Wait. Okay. That was, when was that? 10 days ago. Oh my God. 10 days ago? Well, yeah, but you already had COVID. I know. Okay. Drew just told me he has to tape from here for Fox because they saw him on the Jason Ellis show for 10 days ago.
Okay. So in this circumstance, I would say frick me in the a-hole.
I mean, come on.
Wait a minute. What happened? What happened?
So Fox said that Drew can't come into the studio tonight because they saw him on the Jason Ellis show 10 days ago. And you were already on it twice.
Oh, they're dum-dums over there.
Promoting the show you did 10 days ago after you had COVID. Like, what?
Okay.
Drew's already had
I just
COVID.
realized something. You guys aren't the only ones.
So
but wait. Real quick, just
it's pretty amazing, isn't it? Okay.
You guys,
listen,
it's not just that
I'll
Drew
run the show tonight. He doesn't have to drive.
Susan are getting.
I'm not.
But the whole thing is, it's not just you that's getting censored. It's the people who are hanging out.
Feeds me, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
I'm whatever they want. If they want Drew and his underwear, I'll put him on the air in his underwear. Whatever they want, I don't care. I mean,
you might want to clear that with Drew.
Actually, Drew in his underwear playing video games on Twitch would definitely be great.
Yeah, something to do for the brand. Well, here's what happened. Drew drove to Jason Ellen's house 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago. He's been on Fox all week. He's had COVID. He has the immunity, which I'm not supposed to say, and they won't let him come in tonight. It's been 10 days. It was pretty interesting. Oh well, say let me. I don't care. Whatever.
Wow.
I'll just set up the camera.
Hippie smoking ganja right on the top corner. That's me.
It's good for him. He doesn't have to drive all the way over there. It's 4:30. So I have 2 hours.
Tom, you're saying keywords, dude. The algorithm's going to pick up on that.
I'm quoting Panda Loco, who blocked me.
Okay, so
because he's a schmushy.
all right.
Well, the ego thing. This is so fun, dude.
So yeah, I'm gonna hi. Oh my God, look who's here, Floor Bunny. How are you?
From Amaze Hair.
Hey, doing good.
What you got in your hand? You have a baby?
Oh, this is my new baby.
Oh.
He's a toy poodle named Bartleby.
Oh.
Say hi, Bartleby.
Is it a baby?
He's sleepy. He's been at work.
Oh.
He's 4 months old.
Oh.
And 6 pounds.
Oh, how cute. Oh my God, so adorable. Well,
baby.
you guys, I don't know, we're gonna be here all night. So thanks for joining, and hi to Austria. What time is it there now?
It's 1:30.
Oh God. Wow. Well, I have family in Prague, and I want to go there really badly. We're going for our 30th anniversary close. We're going to end up in Venice, which is kind of close, but I don't think we're going to stop there. But I love it there because I'm afraid that they'll still be locked down in June. I'm not sure. So I don't know what they're going to do, if they're going to even let us go. You know, if he can't even go to Fox after going to Jason Ellis' house, I don't know what's going to happen once we book this cruise. But it should be interesting. So, but I know it's cold there, and I hope you guys are all healthy in Austria. I think it's a beautiful place. I'm dying to go there. I've never been there.
Yeah, we are not all healthy, but most of us are.
Keep trying. Look at, who is this? Look at this name, A3K. Hey, A3.
Yeah, that's Beef.
Who is that?
That's Beef.
That's Anna.
That's Beef. Beef Wellington.
What?
So Anna has a nickname. Her nickname is Beef, and the reason why she's called Beef is because her last name is Wellington. Correct, Beef?
Well, it's
And that's how you got the nickname?
No.
No.
Just Welling.
Oh.
Appreciate it.
Oh, there's Kristen.
Welling, not Wellington. That's right. Beef Welling.
Hey,
That's
Kristen. How are you? These are all our locals, everybody. Let me put up my locals.
Oh, yeah.
thing.
Kristen's in Texas.
Myself and my dog.
Your
my
mom's
dog is
loud.
too loud. Right here.
How's things going, Kristen?
Going good, going good.
So somebody named Melinda said, communication, educating yourself, getting education from professionals when you're doing business is probably something you're already doing. Just thought I would mention it. I don't know what that means.
Look at that puppy.
There's still a lot of people commenting in the.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, okay, wait a minute. Well, we got dead air and all this other stuff. I'm like, wait a minute.
Okay, what are you guys all doing tonight? Anything exciting?
Trying to support you guys.
Okay, here's a good one. Drew, how can you get a
So what do you guys have going on?
when your mom's house doesn't?
Awesome.
It's true.
True. All Josh Potter has to do is like 10 minutes of like being cool.
No, I
That's
think
better. He's got the good boy clock.
They have an ability. They make a lot of money for YouTube, and I don't. You know what, you guys? I wish I had all the answers. I think it's just because Drew's a doctor, and that's the way it goes. So, you know, we have it. We're held to different standards, and I don't know how to reconcile this if it all ends. And it's been, you know, really a good experience because I know that we can build Twitch up, or we can build Facebook up, or we can find a new channel. I think Locals is going to have a live streaming platform soon too, and you know, we're just going to keep moving forward and hope that we can drag our followers with us and keep everybody, you know, on top of the latest Dr. Drew news. But, you know, we're in June, things are going to change up. We're going to take off like a month, and then we'll be back and see what the world's like again, you know, see where it starts. So
he looked pretty good today.
Yeah, he's doing much better. He seems
Yeah,
better.
he looked great. Sounds great.
His appetite's up. It gives him makes him a little manicky, but I like that side of him better because he was really not.
I mean, you gotta get Kirsch back on.
I will. He wants to come on and do a debate with somebody, but I just have to. I mean, obviously we can't do that on YouTube, and we're not going to talk about anything medical on YouTube. And I want to tell everybody in advance that if we do have a guest coming, make sure you're aware that we'll do about 5 minutes on YouTube, and then we'll just tell you where to go, because we can't discuss all the topics that we want to. And I'm trying to figure it out. So we'll have maybe a 5-minute thing where we say, hey everyone, we're going to have this guest, and if you want to head on over to the other platforms, and I don't want to mention them, but I want everybody to be very well versed on where to go when it happens. So
hey, are we allowed to cross promote? Like, am I allowed to come on here and talk about locals and
that's another question.
On the different,
I'm not sure.
Seems like I'm getting some pushback on that.
I mean, think about this, okay? I also thought about that. Like, maybe they don't like us promoting Locals on this, and also because Locals seems to be more right-wing, you know, free speech, blah blah blah, but it's not really. It's
Tulsi's there.
No, it's not. It could look that way to some people, and there is some mumbling about that, but you know, I'm using the platform as a communication way to communicate with our followers. And one thing I do love is, and I just thought of this week, is that when I post and I email everybody, they get a notification immediately, and I don't have to get Caleb to orchestrate an email every time we do a show. You know, we do that for Ask Dr. Drew, but we don't do that for Dose of Dr. Drew. So I've got to get sort of in the habit of telling you what the next show is, what time it is, and when it's coming, and I can do it there. Or if I do something that's personal, like I get these random emails from from the Dr. El Stinko, and he every day, and it's like, God, I should share this because this is pretty. He's just never stopping. He's always going to keep going. So, I can put that on.
By the way,
locals
he's back
behind
from his
the wall, and I
vacation.
don't feel like I'm going to get attacked by, the Twitterverse. So.
But by the way, is Dr. Belenko, is he back from his vacation?
Yeah, he's back. He's back.
Wait a minute. We're on
No,
right
Dr.
now,
El
so we
Stinko.
can't talk about these
Don't
words,
get too
right?
close to it.
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about this, guys.
Schmalenko.
Fuck.
Yeah, Schmalenko.
No.
What's happening
No.
in the communication
Malenko.
system?
No, don't even say that. El
This is what's
Stinko.
bothering
Don't
me.
even get
El
close.
Stinko.
No, wait, don't go. Yeah. It's code words, dude. Code words.
Hey, if we're gonna go down,
The
let's
guy
just go
is-
down.
he's
Not
a
learn the
little
phonetic
wacky,
alphabet.
Okay, and I think, but I'm giving him credit for trying so hard because he does have some good.
He means very well.
Yeah. So I don't think we just like you can say it on Facebook, but don't say it on YouTube. So.
Like, are we allowed to say the other doctor? But he never got a strike. That other doctor, the one with the memes, Dr. Memes, I'll call him.
All you have to do is say Dr. Y.
Yeah, but we got censored that day. But I think it may have also been you guys are typing a lot of the words in and blah blah blah. I mean, we have a really educated fan base who knows
Right.
who asks questions and they type fast and they know the big words.
Thank you.
And thank you, Joe. You're the one that crushed down my YouTube
I
channel.
probably
Thank
did.
you very much.
I probably did. It was
You and your
probably-
correct spelling of
yes,
things.
Me
Yeah,
and Dr. Memes together. Me and Dr. Memes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean,
Dr. Memes.
look,
I
this is
actually
kinda
like Dr.
fun for
Memes.
me
That's
to,
pretty
like,
good.
Be able to get the word out for things that if we do something private, you'll know that it's for locals because I don't want to put it on Twitter. So, and I don't have an agenda. I don't have a right wing agenda. Dr. Drew has no political affiliation in either direction at this point.
You know what I think our agenda is to help people live. That's what our agenda is.
That would be
to
nice.
help people live and live good, happy, and full lives. Good, happy, and full lives. I mean, isn't that simple?
Well,
At the end, like Michaela
starts with
Peterson is the
communication.
perfect guest.
Yeah.
Michaela Peterson is the perfect guest.
She's gonna be fun. It'll be interesting.
Yes.
It's a really good story. So we'll start with that. That'll be sort of our. I'm gonna book somebody hopefully tomorrow and also somebody on Monday, or I'll do something on Tuesday as well. But I just
Also, Susan, you should get the psychics back. I might as well have another Susan Pinsky show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we can. Are we allowed to do a calling out? I mean,
Now,
I'd be shutting everything down. You, Andrew.
I got to keep up with Drew right now until he's better because he's starting to feel better. He's starting to not be such. I feel like I have like a new child in the house. It's been kind of weird. So but
it's been rough.
I
for
want
him
him to feel better, and I'm also remodeling and doing other stuff right now, and I manage 4 properties, so I'm like kind of busy. And then I have like a team of contractors on my back porch, so I'm trying to handle everything.
Did you ever get that second appointment for your for your housekeeper? The second vaccine appointment?
Not yet. They haven't emailed me yet. I keep checking back, and I haven't been able to do it. So I'm waiting.
Yep. I'm
It
starting
has
to
be the
wonder.
week- it has to be next week because I'm leaving town the week after. So if she doesn't get it, but you can wait a little longer. It's just weird. They go, "We'll email you," or what they said is if Dodger Stadium opens up, you just show up. You just show up at the same time that you came the first time, 28 days later or whatever it is. So I'm just gonna show up. If they're giving out vaccines at Dodger Stadium, I'm just gonna throw her in the car and take her. She's got her little card, and she'll get the second one. I mean, I'm reading reading the small print. You have to sift through the website and try to find the thing, and then they ask you for your information, and they say we'll email you, and then there's another page you get to after a half hour of searching, and it says just show up. That's pretty much what it said. So if YouTube is handing out vaccines, I'm just gonna take her because she's old as God. She looks like, you know, she's 78 years old. So, you know, it's like she drives up and they're like, oh, here's your vaccine. They don't care. They're happy to give it to you if they're doing it. But I have to find the Moderna.
So what happens? What happens if she doesn't get the second dose in time?
I don't know, but they also said that if you don't get it, like my window's between the 16th and the 24th, but I'm leaving town that weekend, so
right.
And then Kimberly said CVS has it. I looked at CVS's website and they didn't have anything available yet. But which is better for these old people. She doesn't use a computer. She doesn't speak English. She's from Poland, okay? She has her boyfriend's from Poland. They don't have a computer. I'm trying to just I want to get when CVS gives it out, I'll try to get him one so we can just walk in there. But at Dodger Stadium, they also make it super confusing for a bunch of old ladies. They line up all these cones that go back and forth for like a half an hour, and it's like a Disneyland ride where you go back and forth and back and forth. And I was like, God, it's a good thing I didn't have a drink, you know? Like, I'd be running over
It's not just a vaccine, it's a driving test.
It was, and if you're 80 years old, do you know how long it would take her to get up and down those cones? She would literally take out like 50% of them. She drives like 5 miles an hour when I drive her. You have her drive behind me. She drives like 25 miles an hour the whole way. I mean, I love her. She's amazing.
That's adorable.
I know, but it's like she was so quiet. She didn't talk the whole time. She was so scared. Like, it was just like really sad. But when she got it, she goes, I feel nothing. She goes, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's water. She goes, there's nothing in there. They didn't give me the shot. Give me another one.
She could probably eat.
She has a really thick
COVID and it
Polish
wouldn't
accent.
affect her.
Oh my God, she's so funny. She can't understand anything I say. So she's like, I mean, she's been with me for 30 years. She moved when she started working with me. She was 50. Okay, now she's almost 80. But she after her shot, she goes, I feel nothing. She goes, they put drug in it. I go, I sleep all night. I sleep so good. Would they put drug in there? So the second one is gonna give her a little pain, and she's very
pro-vax.
She's
very pro-vax. Good.
She's made of titanium. This woman. All her family in Poland lived to like 99. She's like my family in Prague. They just live forever, and she cleans my house and air like 5 days a week. I mean, she's not seeing so great. I'm finding a lot of cobwebs and stuff, but I just hit those down. And then she shows up at work every day on time. She's never late. If she is, it freaks me out. It's like, oh shit, I hope this isn't it. You know, she didn't, because she lived alone for a long time. But I want to get her the second vaccination. I mean, it's just
so it's like, so women and the house cleaner lady and men and their barbers. It's pretty much the same thing. You always get that one barber and you're like, please don't die on me, dude. Please.
My hair lady died.
I don't want to find another barber.
No.
I'm gonna bind. My hair lady died. I have
Oh,
nobody to do.
I'm sorry.
Look at this.
Your hair looks
It's
good.
a mess. It's a mess.
You look like
Split ends. Like an
Everybody's admiring
Asian
your hair.
Japanese Jesus.
You know how many men here are admiring your hair right now?
Are they
They're
admiring this?
Like, go fuck yourself. Yeah, that's terrible. That looks like my hair. So, oops, I said F. Okay,
Oh.
so Debbie wants to know. She says
Yeah?
she's like, has Dr. Drew
That's
stopped on
fine.
YouTube? No, Debbie. We're just chatting after the show, and we're gonna go pretty soon because Drew's probably pissed at me. But we were just discussing what to do if the YouTube channel they pull the plug on us. I just wanted to let everybody know it's nothing personal, that we will be on other networks. And
Casey and I will take the blame because I'm pretty sure I tell like 3 or 4 people to F themselves per episode. So I'll stop that. I'll stop doing that.
it wasn't that.
And I
medical
learned it from Tom.
misinformation.
No. You could use probably that F word, but you can't use the other F word.
I
Yeah,
know. What the hell is that?
Doesn't make sense.
No, and we don't. I mean,
You can't use the I word. You can't use the B word.
The Z
You can't
word.
use the H word. You
These
can't
all
use
medical.
5 word.
the M word.
The F
You can't
word,
use
the
all
R
of
word.
those, but yet you can use the other F word. You can use
Right.
just go on YouTube and see how many people use go on like Tim Pool nightly.
Here,
He
I'm
uses
gonna put, here are the
Hey,
words.
go
I'm gonna
on,
put my list on.
Go on Twitter. You can see what the Taliban is up to today. It's ridiculous.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, seriously. They're like, yeah, we recruited another 100 people today. Training's going well.
It's not
right.
I wonder what these guys are
I
up to.
changed the format today, so it looks okay. So here it is. The H word rhymes with I'm a Foxy Mannaquin. The Z word rhymes with El Stinko. The I word rhymes with I'm Your Pectin. And the B word rhymes with Bam Bam La Bam. The M word rhymes with Mom's Colonel Grampy Snotties. I like that.
It's like we need it.
And
Well, it's
then
like we
R
need a
word
new
sounds-
urban
Oh,
dictionary.
shoot. Sounds like
Oh shoot.
Be Jenna Run.
You know,
I
you know
wrote
what we
it.
should start doing? We should start doing you know, if you ever watch Jimmy Kimmel has like every week has a segment called Unnecessary Censorship.
Or he
We
just
should
cries.
start doing things unnecessary for censorship.
That pussy.
Unnecessary censorship.
Cat.
All right.
That pussy cat.
Cat.
Just go on TV and cry like a.
Thanks for listening, and I feel better now. This is like therapy for me, and I appreciate everybody who's still on the line. It just is. I was really depressed yesterday and just canceled everything and said, "Fuck it, if we can't go on YouTube, we'll just take a break." And then Drew got some sleep. He looked really good on the news, and now tonight they won't let him come in because he was at Jason Ellis's 10 days ago. So we're in trouble again. So I'm gonna go deal with that. I made dinner, and I'm gonna go deal with that, and we're gonna set up the camera for tonight's show. And I don't know. We'll see what happens next.
Yeah,
Stay tuned. Hopefully, if anything good comes out of it, we all became better friends because of it.
Yes, and
word up.
And I guess a final thing from Tom, brushing his goatee. There you go.
Look at the hair all over that man.
There you go.
Since March 15th.
He's a hairy, passionate Japanese man.
I remember when Tom, I'm going to tell stories about Tom on YouTube now while we still can to people that are still here. He used to piss me off so much. And
yes, I did.
Yeah, he would piss other people off, and I was batting off trolls. But then he cracked me up a couple of times, and I was like, "Oh, this guy's actually just a practical joker." So I'm glad
you almost banned him. You almost
oh yeah, a couple times, yeah.
I gave you a warning.
Yeah. Well, I think I said some pretty annoying stuff.
Well, I didn't start interacting with you guys. I was interacting with Tom before he interacted with anybody else, and so I am his devil child.
Thank you,
Tom. I appreciate everything you taught me.
I'm proud of my work. I don't give a. I'm proud of my work.
You've toned it down a little bit, but now you like to call the other jerks out. I like that. But
yeah, I quit saying stuff like about or to you, or because I would say stupid stuff like, "Hey, who's that lady?" I knew who it was. And Drew one time Drew was like, "That annoying lady, my friend, is my wife." And I was like, "All right, Drew's a real person." Oh shit. I never called you names, though. I was just like, "Hey, tell her to shut up," just because everybody does that.
Well,
yeah, but people will do that, like for real. Like,
I
hey,
do
tell
get
that lady
sort of
to.
high-pitched, anxious voice when I get really nervous. When Drew does live streams, like when we were in New York and stuff, and sometimes my voice really comes off really annoying. So I get it.
Well, in my case, I was making it up.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, I was just being a dick.
They do that on Instagram to me now.
I admit it.
We don't want her in the background. She doesn't exist.
I mean, I learned Casey was a surfer, and I was like, man, I love shark attacks. Like, he gets it. You get it. Susan gets it. I want nothing back.
I'm always rooting for the shark, dude.
And I'm always there to defend my lovely Susan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you guys defended Tom too. You didn't let me let him go. I would
defend Susan.
I think I remember that day.
I definitely remember that day.
I can't keep track. Yeah.
You're pissing.
Yeah, there's so many of them.
So Drew already had a show. So when we hang up, Debbie, she's asking where you will be able to watch it from the beginning. But I'm going to tell everybody on YouTube as soon as we end this to please sign out and we'll see you again tomorrow. And I'll you know, that way Debbie Haney can watch the beginning of the show. Because if you don't leave, then it just keeps going. So everybody sign out.
Well, you can actually.
I think I can.
There is a time bar that you can grab onto and just roll it all the way back to the beginning. You can watch it right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Debbie,
We don't have to be off.
Debbie won't count as a viewer if she doesn't get to see it. So we'll just let her do it. Yeah, thank you, Debbie.
Interesting.
I don't know if we're in trouble. I hope we're not. I hope that we have figured out what's wrong and we're going to make changes. I may have to take all the content off of YouTube that we had on there previously so it doesn't come back and bite us in the ass, because I think we did something wrong according to the rules. But nobody's called us back to tell us exactly what it is. So
and they're banning like videos that are 4 and 6 years old because they're suddenly out of fashion.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
it's
you're right.
Yeah, they can.
Well, the one that Dr. Stinko did was 4 months old, and that was, it surprised me, and it was one of our highest rated shows. And by the way, they made some money on that show, so it was kind of surprising to me. But we're gonna, I don't know. I gotta go in, and we don't know. I've had people tell me that our days are numbered, and then I've had people tell me, don't worry about it, and so I'm not sure.
The
Well, you're
AI
getting
will
exposure
decide.
from it.
We will follow you. It's
What's
fine.
that?
If they kick you out, we'll just follow you to the next place. Who cares?
What's that, Austria?
The AI will decide.
The AI?
There we go.
That's
yes.
What is that?
Artificial intelligence.
The algorithm. So we need to. The algorithm is just dated, and it's not. It's just dumping all these keywords over to these people
about it
overseas.
Like, are we allowed to talk about this part?
Well, it's to protect us from ourselves and from information, so we don't panic. And
so are they gonna like go, oh, somebody said that word, and then they're gonna go in and watch this?
It's possible. They are a private company, so they're definitely taking advantage of that.
Look at it from the technician's point of view. They're not going to watch the whole episode. They're going to look at the keywords, and they're going to see the timestamps. They're going to go to each one of them and go, it's in or it's out. And that's all there is to it. They're working all day long. They don't care.
Yeah. No, I don't even think they're in this country. So it's not a personalized business.
It's all outsourced.
I read this thing late, and I should have read it before, but I don't want to change Drew. He is who he is. So that's the way it goes. But anyways, if everybody who's still on there, I'm going to hang up on my friends here, and we're going to get going. And hi, Carol. People are coming in, and they're like, what's going on? Okay, so we're at the end of the show.
This is the Ghost of Dr. Drew post-game show.
This is the after
show. The after party, baby.
And but I've got to go give Drew dinner and then set up for Fox. So, but I love you guys.
You live your life.
You look so cute. I love the new dog. So cute.
Thank you. It's my little baby.
Puppies. Yay.
Doing on everything.
Yeah. And gotta go feed the dogs and all that stuff. So let's see. I bet you aren't even any humans actually reviewing until you send your third email. Yeah, probably.
FoxLA.com. You can watch Drew tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific.
All right.
Ooh, Joe's getting good at plugs.
I will watch this.
Yeah. So thanks for your time. I really appreciate it. And
you're very welcome.
It's like Okay. We'll see you later.
Have a good night.
See ya. Thank you.
Bye.
Love you.